Well, welcome to our Park City Market Talk webinar. It's December 2016, the end of the year. I'm Ron Wilstein, a broker at Keller Williams Luxury Properties in Park City, Utah.
And I'm Kathy Leitzke, a buyer's representative with the Wilstein team.
And we have a lot of things to share with you today, beginning with the fact that Travel and Luxury magazine has ranked Park City as America's favorite town. We'll share with you the details.
As well as all the different items and activities that were going on in Park City in 2016.
And then we will, of course, give you an update on the Park City real estate market, talking about which areas have sold, number of sales, and where prices have been.
A few new things we're going to touch on. One is Vail's Epic Mix app.
And then at the end of the year, not only do we look back at what's happened during the year, but we start thinking about what do we think is going to happen in 2017. So I'll share some of my predictions. So let's start out with the 7 reasons Park City is officially America's favorite town, according to Travel and Leisure magazine, starting with the slopes.
They're great. I mean, Park City has, I know, they've combined Park City Mountain Resort with Vail, and it's now the largest ski area. And Deer Valley, not to be outdone, was recently named the second best ski area by Traveler magazine.
That's right. So, and when Kathy talks about with Vail, she's talking about formerly known as Canyons and Park City all one resort, and with $50 million of improvements, which we're going to talk about here.
Yeah.
Not only are the slopes great, but during the summer, Travel and Leisure has made a big point about the fact there are 70 miles of mountain biking, and if you haven't done that, it's wonderful. You get to rub shoulders with some wildlife, be on the alert for those moose.
That's right.
Of course, there's camping, there's hiking, there's boating, there's fishing, there's hot air balloon rides, you name it, lots of things to do in Park City.
It really is. And what's interesting is when you're out and about, you can rub shoulders even with the Olympians. You can go to the Utah Olympic Park, the former venue at the 2002 Olympics. You can ride a bobsled for some major G-force down the same track as they did. And you can even watch Olympians train, whether it's the bobsled, the luge, or the ski flyers.
Yep, it's very, very exciting. This town is full of Olympic. I remember during the last Olympics, there were more Olympians in Summit County, Utah, where Park City was, than a number of different countries. It was awesome. I mean, not just Olympians, but medalists.
I know, it's crazy.
So anyway, 4th reason is a lot of famous people here in Park City. They don't all live here, but they certainly come here for the Sundance Film Festival. That's always fun. You can see screenings, and you can see and be seen in the Park City restaurants and bars, and a lot of people just kind of walk around to see who they're going to bump into. So that makes the town fun.
It does. Some of the best adventures in Park City are really inexpensive or even free. You can hike, you can bike, that's all free. You can spend time at one of our world famous spas, or you can go to the Homestead Crater, which is a nearby geothermal spring. So there's lots of options for you.
Yep. And then we have that small town charm that everyone likes about Park City. That's what has attracted many people here. Main Street has the shops, the restaurants, the nightlife. And if you haven't been through the Park City Museum, you should check it out to see our history. But those come together to make our town a very special place. But no such thing as a special place without good food.
You're right. Whether you're going to the local spot for a burger or some Mexican food, or whether you're going to one of our world famous restaurants, it's all great.
That's right. So that's what makes up, according to Travel Leisure magazine, America's favorite town. And by the way, this is the 2nd year in a row that they chose Park City as the best town to hang out in. So if you live here, great. If not, you got to come here and visit and enjoy our town.
Absolutely.
Well, let's take a look at last year. 2016, this is always fun to do, see what has happened in our small little favorite town for America. And of course, this past year, and it kind of started the year before, Vail has invested $50 million renovation into the Park City Resort. They added that gondola, they added restaurants, and it was fun just to see everything come together, those lifts going in, and you've got some special attachment to the Miners Camp restaurant, don't you?
That's right. Miners Camp as well as Cloud9. They're great spots, and they're just fun places to to stop in when you're skiing now.
That's right. Then, of course, we have our annual event, Sundance Film Festival. Robert Redford hosts that, and it's always interesting. And this past year, Uber was very active, not just getting up the canyon in their cars, but by helicopter. So that was pretty wild.
Sure was.
Uber a helicopter.
Uber a helicopter.
I like that. Lots of celebrities, too, are in our town, and that's fun to check out. Then, of course, Vail was busy buying resorts around the world. Tell us about it, Kathy.
Yeah, really. It started out in Australia where they purchased the Perisher Resort for a mere
$136 million.
Yeah.
That's on sale.
It is. We're going to see that in just a few minutes.
Because they went on to buy in Canada Whistler Blackcomb Resort, and they spent a mere $1.06 billion with a B for that resort combination. And by the way, Park City Resort was purchased by them not that long before that for $182.5 million with an M.
Yes.
So deep pockets for Vail, and they're collecting resorts, as we reported on. Deer Valley, of course, doesn't want to be left out of that, so they went and purchased Solitude Mountain Resort and operated it for this first season. And they're making improvements gradually. Solitude is not a Deer Valley yet, but Deer Valley is going to certainly enhance and make it more than what it has been in the past.
Yeah. Things are changing.
One of the fun things that, fun and controversial things that came to Park City last year was Vail's efforts to trademark the name Park City. And, their argument was that they wanted to protect the name from other ski resorts registering it and using it, which is understandable. However, it made local businesses concerned, whether it was Park City Nursery or anything that used Park City in their name. And eventually there was enough commotion that after a big public debate and battle with City Council and Mayor Jack Thomas and former Mayor Dana Williams, they basically got Vail to back down. They withdrew their application to trademark Park City, and the small little town kind of beat the giant, huh?
Yeah, they did in this case.
Yeah, so, but that was fun.
It was
Very
exciting.
controversial.
Very much so. So some of Park City's hottest selling neighborhoods during the past year, we kept you abreast of what was going on, where we were seeing a lot of action in certain neighborhoods, and keeps you up to date on what's going on.
Yeah, and the best places to invest. Speaking of investments, we're still seeing about 1 in every 2 deal, 50% of all transactions cash through the first 3 quarters of this year. Of course, we haven't concluded the 4th one, but we don't expect that to change. And we were able to help some property owners lower their taxes during tax time with helping them with their appeals. So we're always happy to help you learn how to do that or assist you further if you want help. Stock market, this seems to be almost an annual event as the stock market goes up and it goes down. People wonder what impact does the stock market falling have on real estate? And on the one hand, and this is what we reported earlier during the year, but it's worth spending a little bit more time on it. On the one hand, people get nervous about being invested in the stock market, and so they often pull their money out and buy real estate because, after all, with real estate, you can use the property. Can't really slide down the hill on your stock portfolio for recreational purposes, but you do get to stay in your rental property or second home. Downside of it is when the market drops off and the amount of money that a property or an investor has drops too, and it might limit what they could have otherwise bought when the market was stronger. So by and large, as a general rule, the stock market drops, it helps real estate investing. Let's talk about construction. Any construction happening in Park City?
Oh man, we are seeing cranes all over, and to put a number to that, there's over 20 new developments that are being built in the Park City and Deer Valley areas. It's significant.
That's right. If you like new property, you're going to have your choices in a lot of different categories. And if you're a property owner thinking of selling your property and it's older, might have to do some enhancements to compete with all this new product that's available. Near the end of the year, the last couple months of our monthly webinars, we've been talking about the change in the market, and that really is important. We've pointed out that we're moving from a limited supply, double-digit market, appreciating market, to a frequently overpriced market with buyers choosing not to pay the next record high sale price. Kind of looks like this graph here, that buyers see these prices go up, and they're a little bit nervous about paying it because they fear that values may drop in the next 6 months because they just don't know how long this can continue. They're constantly seeing, depending upon where they live, which for Park City property owners or investors are all over the country, even the world, there's a lot of headlines that look like this. Aspen real estate in first ever sustained nosedive, or overpriced homes may be slowing LA's market. All these different sorts of headlines make people pause a little bit if they're thinking about buying real estate, whether in Park City or elsewhere, and kind of think twice and want to either get a really, really good deal or put it off a little bit. We report every single month how sales go and values, and we've been reporting all year, in fact longer than a year, that Park City has double-digit appreciation in homes as well as condos. You can't help but wonder, how long can that continue, double-digit appreciation?
Yeah.
And we're going to update you, of course, next in this webinar, but this is what's contributing to the buyer resistance. So our best advice is time to adapt. Watch the market, listen to our webinars, call Kathy, call me, call any of the members of the team, ask your questions, and then adapt accordingly, because that's just wise when it comes to real estate investing and living in Park City or investing here.
Right.
Now, we can't bring a close to the year without talking about the 2016 election. Who wants to be president? I'm going to sneak a little closer to you. Looks like Kathy and Ron are running also.
That's right. Not this year.
Not this year. Anyway, we're going to step out of the way here and just talk about this one a little bit, because there's just too many faces on the screen. We don't need to be there too. Wow. Republican president candidates. How many were there? 17. What a selection. And of course, you probably caught the Republican debates. Who couldn't? I think I had a Coke in one hand, popcorn in the other, because it was entertaining.
It was.
But it eventually got narrowed down, and we can't forget about good old Bernie and Hillary battling it out, and that was pretty interesting as well. Well, we all know that it came down to Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, and eventually it was Donald, a surprise to pretty much everybody that he came in as the winner and president-elect and soon to be our president. So all I can say about 2016 is, wow.
Wow. What a year.
What a year. So just crazy. Anyway, that's a quick little snapshot of what happened in Park City. Let's talk about the real estate market. Past year, there's been 1,296 sales. It's homes, condominiums, vacant land. That's all real estate brokerages combined, and that's down 105 sales, or 7%, from the year before. This graph here is showing you homes, condos, and lots, and the red bars represent December 2015 through November 2016. Silver bars represent the 12-month period the year before. Home sales up from 503 to 519, 3% increase. Condos, actually, number of transactions down from 705 to 606. And lots, we don't have that many lots any way you slice it, but down from 193 to 171, 11%. So overall, fewer number of sales compared to the year before. Let's take a look at homes in particular.
So what we have in the Park City proper area are the number of sales down from 167 to 150, so down 10%. And in the Snyderville Basin, where we still have some more vacant land and some more options, we actually have seen the numbers increase 10%. Looking at the condo sales, again in the Park City proper area, the number of condo sales is down 17% from 344 the year before to 286 last year. In the Snyderville Basin, there's also a drop, and that's from 361 to the 320, again down 11%. The year-to-year comparison of lot sales, boy, Ron, we just don't have many lots. Old Town Park City is just getting developed, and you're looking at 29 lot sales to 22 lot sales, so that's down 24%, but again, those numbers are small.
Seven fewer.
Yeah. And in Snyderville Basin, we're down 9% from 164 to 149.
All right, so that's what's happening in terms of number of sales. With regard to how quickly properties are selling, this is an interesting statistic in that average time on the market of the properties that sell is 100 days compared to the year before 108 days. So even with an adjustment in our marketplace, we are still selling properties faster than the year before. Now it's worth noting that properties that are not selling are in fact staying on the market longer. And the reason they're not selling is the sellers have been too aggressive on their prices, and that buyer resistance we talked about with our changing market is in fact having an impact on that. But let's talk about prices, because everybody wants to know about prices. Here we're looking at the median home sold price, and we've broken it up into Park City and the Snyderville Basin. Prices still climbing really strong, 13% increase in the city from median price of $1,475,000 all the way up to $1,665,000. Snyderville Basin, 8% increase from $180,600 all the way up to $954,000. So just trying to break into that $1 million range in the Snyderville Basin.
Yeah. Some pretty strong numbers.
Here we've got condos. Let's take a look at these, Kathy.
Yeah. So again, in the Park City proper area, they're up 13%. So we were looking at a median price of $578,000, and that has jumped to $652,000 in the Park City proper area. In the Snyderville Basin, it also has increased from a $395,000 median to a almost $455,000, which is up 15%. So some pretty strong numbers there as well.
Nice, very nice appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
And here we're looking at lots, and we're seeing in the city, again, there are not a lot of sales as we reported earlier, but still up 10% from a median price of $615,000 up to $673,500, and a 25% appreciation with more sales supporting it in the Snyderville Basin from $360,000 all the way up to $450,000. That's $90,000 difference. So that's really quite significant.
It is.
So those are the details on the Park City real estate market looking back 12 months. Now let's turn our attention to Vail's Epic Mix application on your phone or on your tablet or on whatever you carry with you these days.
Yeah, so as Park City is becoming more and more popular, and our ski guests and snowboarding guests are getting more and more savvy, they want to be able to maximize their ski time out there and avoid those lift lines. And this new Vail's Epic Mix app will allow them to do that. It'll allow them to ski the mountain where the lift lines are shortest, and also I think miss some of the lines in the restaurant as well.
That's right. If any of you are familiar with the Waze application for driving around, and it kind of says if there's traffic here and traffic is moving at this speed, go over there instead and have a more pleasurable experience getting from here or there. It's exactly what this application does. So it's a Waze on the ski mountain, and you can look up any lift and see what the wait times are and the restaurants' wait times. You can do a lot with this, and you can record your experience skiing and riding and share it with your friends. So check it out. It's the Epic Pass, and it's not only available working on the Park City Mountain, but any of Vail's resorts, certainly across the country. Not sure if it's good all the way across the globe, but if it isn't, it will be soon.
It will.
So pretty interesting application. Check it out. Deer Valley also has an application, gives you some information, not quite as robust as the Epic one, but the resorts are trying to make our experience easier. Well, as you know, it's 2016. We're about to roll over into 2017. I always like to look at the predictions I gave last year and see how I did and make some predictions for this year. And so I'll look into that crystal ball and see what I think is going to happen 2017. But we're out of time. So we're going to have to wait till the January Park City Market Talk webinar, first of the year. We'll summarize the whole year of 2016 in terms of the sales data, and I'll give you my predictions and forecasts for 2017. But if you just can't wait, send me an email or pick up the phone and call me or Kathy.
Mm-hmm.
Ron at the WilsteinTeam.com or
Kathy at the WilsteinTeam.com.
And if you'd like us to give you a call, include your phone number and a preferred time. We're happy to do so. So with that in mind, we appreciate you spending the time with us, and we certainly wish you a happy holiday and Happy New Year.
To everyone.
And enjoy your of course, your family and your loved ones and whatever you do during the holidays. Have a great holiday season. Thank you for participating in our webinar today. I trust that you found it informative and helpful, and I'd simply like to leave you with 4 valuable resources. Number 1 is our Park City Link newsletter. We publish this newsletter several times a year, and it's filled with plenty of important information. It includes updates on the marketplace, changes ahead, and other topics like that. We also look at the statistics when it comes to the Park City real estate market, where prices are going either up or down. This is our Smart Seller magazine, and in it I describe how our force multiplier marketing system works. This is how we sell properties in Park City and Deer Valley, and we sell them faster than other agents and for more money, so it's well worth taking a look at. Then there are our webinars like what you're watching today. We cover a variety of subjects, from how to price your property to sell in today's market to keeping you informed about changes in the marketplace. 4th is our property value assessment, and here's where we provide you with information as to the value of your property. We look at a comparative market analysis of homes or condominiums within your neighborhood or condo project, and then we also look at other properties that a buyer would consider if they were considering your property. This will help you determine what is the fair market value for your property today. If you're interested in receiving the Park City Link newsletter or the Smart Seller magazine, simply send me an email at info@thewilsteinteam.com, and I'll be sure to get that out to you. Or if you wish, you can go to our website, viewparkcityrealestate.com, and sign up for them there. Finally, if you're interested in that free property value assessment, go to our website, viewparkcityrealestate.com, scroll down on the home page to the Learn What Your Property is Worth in Today's Market. Take a minute, actually less, to fill out the form, and we'll contact you and arrange a time to see your property, get you the information you want, and have that property value assessment. We're here as a team to take care of anything and everything you need concerning your Park City real estate needs.